Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Mighty Redbeard here. Today we have gameplay from Battleborne. I'm playing as this mushroom-type creature called Miko, part of the Eldred faction in Battleborne. Just if you don't know about Battleborne, it's basically, it's a game made by Gearbox, the same people who made, I'm blanking on it right now. Made Borderlands, sorry. In Borderlands 2, they made those games, and they're coming out with this soon called Battleborne, and it's about all these different factions fighting. Well, that's what this multiplayer is about, at least. But the game itself, there's a dying star, and basically you're fighting to save your planet and this sort of world that you live in. And today I'm playing Meltdown, which is part of the multiplayer game mode, and like I said, I'm playing as Miko, which is sort of this more support character. As you saw a bit ago, that I was using my health beam on my left arm, sort of like the medic in Team Fortress 2. I can just heal people, but there's no Uber charge, unfortunately. But I'm playing as Miko, and the thing that I like is Miko here is that he's a support character, or she, I don't know what you would call a mushroom, but he is a more support character that in the way that he can heal, but also he can deal out a bunch of damage. He can deal out a bunch of damage really easily. He kind of throws these sort of throwing knives that you see me spawning out of my fingers like Wolverine, and just chucking them out and dealing all that damage. You also just saw that I have this sort of spore bomb that I threw out that deals damage in a little area. It can also slow them if I have the right abilities. And also my other ability that I can use, I can just clap my hands together and that heals me over a duration of time. And then I'll finally get my sort of super, if you will, later once I level up more. But if you don't know about this game mode in Battleborne, it's called Meltdown, like I said. And basically the goal is to your enemy base and you have a base. Your team also has a base. And both bases spawn these tiny minion creatures, robot things, that spawn and try to go along this pathway that you see that I'm on right now. And they kind of go along this pathway and try to reach the other team's base, which you'll eventually see sort of in the distance where there's that red mouth fire looking thing. They're trying to get into there, and each time they get in there we score points that you see at the top, where our side is green and their side is red, obviously. And the goal is to get all of these minions into your enemy's base until your score hits 500. And so we're sort of escorting these minions while fighting these other enemies here, these other Battleborne, that all have these special abilities. Each character isn't different. There's, I believe, 25 characters in the game, if I'm right, and each of them have their own abilities and are each equally awesome and sort of badass. And we see that you see the hawk guy there, oh gosh, I forget his name right now, but he can kind of soar around and he has a rocket launcher that he shoots. You see Reyna there, and there's all these different characters that are really cool that you can just mix and match and play however you would want to play. And I eventually get this kill here after trying to chase this eagle hawk guy down and level up to 3 finally. And this game mode's just really cool because it sort of works more like a MOBA, multiplayer online battle arena type game mode, where you have these two lanes and you're sort of fighting these other people, these other main Battleborne, while escorting these minions to try and score points. If you ever played Smite, the game Smite, this is sort of like what Arena would be like, where you're trying to escort your minions into the other team's sort of portal to gain these points. And it's just really cool. You see all of these turrets and sort of buff machines on the side, where the one gives you an overshield. That's why they're purple right now. I'm building a turret trying to get the other minions off of my minions so we can score. And there's just so many elements to this game that are really cool and really fun to play. Sort of just duking it out. And as you go along this game mode, which is sort of cool, if you kill more minions or you do more support things, you score more points, kill other people, you kind of just gain those levels, as you saw that on the left hand bottom left corner. I'm level 4 right now, and as I score more points, you gain these skills that you can augment your character with. Like I'm opening right now, that you can see I have a decision to choose what I would rather do. Whether it be cause more damage with my spores, or be able to slow them down, or have more reload speed with my knives that I can have, which I eventually get. And that's my favorite to do because they're so cool when you get really high speed knives and you just reload. You're just whipping them out and then just throwing them, and just throwing them at such a high speed that you're dealing so much damage to these other players. But it's really cool that there is a choice in this game of what you can really do. And I just find that so cool in comparison to other games. But this is sort of, like I said, MOBA, similar to a MOBA. And in those games, that's the sort of same thing, that you level up as you go along each game mode, and you can choose what different skills that you would like. And that's just really interesting to me. And I like that level of individuality, of customizability, and I just really think this is a cool game. Right now you're seeing me heal Marquis there. He's sort of a robot butler with a different faction. I'm just trying to really keep support for these minions and really trying to just escort them in here. As you see right now, the score is pretty the same. It's a pretty close game right now, and it can just either go either way, which is really sweet in the end, because you have no idea which way it'll go. Where at the beginning it may start really close with similar scores and you're neck and neck, but towards the end of the game you're just pounding on them and just destroying their minions and their Battleborne as well, which takes them out of the game for a bit. Right now I'm just trying to focus on destroying their turrets and really escorting my minions, really just keeping this main path open for our minions to go down, because this is the main path that all minions go to. And there's this guy who kept bugging me, this guy named Cleese on the other team, who just kind of sucks out your life and slows you down so you can't run. And that's where I died from a lot in this game. And it's just sort of hard to get used to at the beginning, but I get the hang of it, and sort of mind my fail jump there. But what I'm seeing right now, what you're going to see is that I'm destroying these sort of crystals on the map. And you just saw me unlock one of my items that I had in my build, which adds a different amount of customizing abilities in the game. But those crystals that you saw me destroy, the big ones, and there's going to be little ones around the map that you can pick up, But those are the currency in-game that you can pick up along your way. And that really goes a long way in this game mode as far as being able to build turrets and build those machines that give you a buff and with the overshield and really speed you up. Like this machine right here, that's the other team's, but the other team bought that and they can upgrade that. And you can upgrade turrets like that one in the distance that I'm firing at to shoot rockets like that. And that goes a far way in defending your minions in this game mode, and that's where this currency comes in. And where you saw before with me having me unlocking my items, those are also things that you can unlock with currency in the game. And you get all this currency by playing the game itself. And you unlock different items that you can have in your build, and you customize that from the game's start screen. And you can have these different items. Like the item I unlocked gives me higher attack speed, but there's also ones that require less cooldown for your abilities, or ones that give you more health, or ones that require that give you that machines cost less to upgrade. All different sort of things, and I haven't even touched the surface of this game because this is the open beta right now that I'm playing a part of, and it's just really fun to sort of see even just the surface of what we're going to be able to play come when this game comes out. And it's going to just be really interesting to see because Gearbox is a fantastic company. They make great games. I'm such a big fan of Borderlands. If they had made another Borderlands game, I would definitely have bought it because I love those games so much. But just all the different types of things that they will be able to do, the different directions that they'll be able to take with this game. Thinking right now that at the start, they're starting off with 25 completely different characters that you'll be able to unlock through different various things that you'll do in-game. Like this one guy that I'm working on to unlock, I have to play 5 games as Eldred, which is why I'm playing as Miko, but also because Miko is my favorite character right now. But other ones require you to either reach a certain level, or you can defeat like 500 different minions. You can kill 20 different characters, which I think is the one to unlock Phoebe right now. And there's just all different sorts of skills and quests quests sort of, but people that you can unlock right now. And I'm just imagining all the things that they could do, that Gearbox could do in consideration to downloadable content, and adding new game modes, adding new characters, adding new stories, and all different sorts of things to do that make this game so fun. This game, like, I love this game, the look of this game, because it sort of brings that light-hearted, comedic sort of side that Borderlands had, combined with this sort of badass, brutal, all-out battle royale. And I love that side to this game. And that's what I loved about Borderlands, just the humor mixed with the action-packed gameplay. And that's what I really love about Borderlands and this game itself. And I can't wait till this game comes out. Now, this is getting towards the end. We're sort of beating them back. Before, you saw that it was like 260 to 260, and they're at 278, and we just got to 500. So that's going to be the end of the game. We reached 500. I just really love this game and can't wait till it comes out. This is Mighty Redbeard, and I'll catch you guys later.